Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In previous video, I have already shown you how to backend code for this user control, that is customer checkout. So if you have not watched my previous video, then just go to description there. I put the link for my previous video, or you can simply do one thing, just click on the suggestion on the right side of the screen. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to design this customer details and how to backend code for this. Here you can see this, when I click on the all customer detail, all the customer detail is visible. Either they left our hotel or they are still in our hotel, all the details are visible. Here you can see this in hotel customer, checked out customer. In the same way, we can design this. Okay, so without wasting time, let's start with that. So this is our complete project. That's why I'm going to close this. And the project on which we are working is nothing but hotel management video. So I'm going to open this, and here you can see this. In the last video, I have already completed the backend code for this customer checkout. Let me start this and show you the progress. Here you can see this, we are done till here, so we have to code for this one, checkout details. So first thing what we have to do is we have to actually add a user control. For that, just go to Solution Explorer, right click on the folder, click on add, new item, and you have to select user control. Change the name, I'm going to name this one customer detail, and click on add. This will add a user control. So I'm going to copy the size. Let me close this one. I want to copy the size of user control from this one. So just click on this and move back over here. I'm going to copy this. Move back over here. Right click, go to properties, change the size. Adjust this according to your system, not mine. Okay. So if this will work for your system, then that's perfectly fine. Otherwise, adjust this according to your system. Okay. So first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually change the background color so that we can see how much it adapts. So click on this, and I'm going to select some color like this. I'm going to select this for now, save this, and I'm going to start this. Okay. So we don't need to actually log in for now. What I'm going to do is, let me close this. First thing what we have to do is we have to add this Guna to ellipse. Just drag and drop it. If you are a new user or subscriber on my YouTube channel, and if you are worried about what is this Guna to ellipse one, so don't worry. This is a simple stuff. You have to just watch my previous videos so that you get to understand how I have added all the Guna tools inside this toolbox. And I've already added the DLL file link in the description and how to add the DLL file into this toolbox. Okay, so just click on this, change this one to 30, hit enter, copy this, move back to the dashboard, paste it over here, click on this, select this target control to dashboard, this one, and leave the size to 30 and save this. And here you can observe in the toolbox, let me move back to the top. Here you can see this customer detail is now available. So what we have to do is we have to actually just drag and drop it over here. Here you can see this, and put this one on the proper position. Okay, like this. Okay, now start this. Log in, and here you can see, okay, so that's on the proper position. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to actually connect this user control with this button. So just click on this button and just double click on this to generate a click event that is already generated. And after this, what we have to do is we have to actually write one line of code, that is UC underscore, okay, sorry, customer detail is not available for now. Here you can see this, when I write UC underscore and press this CTRL and space, but here you can see this one, that is the customer details one, is not available. Why? This is because we haven't started the code yet. When we start this, and just stop this, so I'm going to start this. Okay, so it's showing an error, so back over here, let me comment this. Okay, now start this. and you don't have to do anything, just close this. And after this you will find that, let me uncomment this, and now let me press cdr space, and you will find customer, okay, sorry, I have directly written this one customer details, that's why dot visible is equal to true. And after this what we have to do is customer detail dot bring to front, we have to write this. Okay, so in previous all the user control I have mentioned uc underscore, that's why the name is uc underscore like this. In this customer detail I just forgot to add this uc, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, sorry, that doesn't make any difference. Okay, the code will perfectly fine, run fine. Okay, so now I'm going to start this, and now I'm going to log in. When I click on this, you will find everything is perfectly fine. Okay, so now the size is perfect. So now what we have to do is, let me just move this one a little bit right side so that both get stuck on the same place. Okay, so we don't need this dashboard shears now. So first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color for this one to white. So let me maximize this. Back color, change this one to white. Save this. And after this what we have to do is we have to just delete this and start. Okay, just double click and we have to comment these two. Start this so that color change is done properly. Okay, so I'm going to close this, and after this move to dashboard, just drag and drop this customer detail. So you can see this, now this one is in white color. Put this on the proper position. Okay, like this. Save this. Move over here and here, just click on this. Okay, so everything is fine. Now start this and close this. Okay, after this what we have to do is we have to just remove the commented part. So I have commented these two. So now we have already added these customer detail one. Okay, so now this will work fine. And after this what we have to do is now our user control is fit inside that. And after this what we have to do is, let me minimize this like this. Okay, after this what we have to do is we have to add one label. So I'm going to copy this one and paste it over here. I'm going to change the name of this one to customer details. After this what we have to do is we have to actually add one label. Just drag and drop it. Change the name of this label to search by, and we have to add one combo box. So I'm going to use this Guna2 combo box and drag and drop it over here. I'm going to maximize this like this, and let me actually increase the font size for this one so that this one look nice. Font, just click on this. And hit OK, and select this and change the font color to black actually. Okay, after this what we have to do is we have to add one Guna2 data grid view. Just drag and drop this, and after this just maximize this to fit the screen and change the style of this one, border style actually. Change this one to fixed single like this. We have to stretch this till the end, and let's see if this fit into the screen or not. Now start this. Log in. I'm going to click on this. Okay. So data grid view is not added or not visible. So just click on this and change the border style for now fixed single to fixed 3D. Okay. So now this one is looking better than before. Now save this and now start this. Okay. So now here you can observe it's fit on the screen and everything is working fine. Now one thing is still remaining, that we have to fit this one on the proper position. This is not on the proper position. We have to move this one a little bit right and we have to remove the border of this combo box. So let me do that. Like this. Okay, so this one is on the better position, and after this what we have to do is we have to actually remove the border of this one. So click on this border style, change this one to not the border style actually. Okay, let me select style, change the style to default to material, and here you can observe the three side combo box is actually removed. After this what we have to do is we have to set the font for this label. So I'm going to copy the label font from this one, actually century, this one I'm using this one. So I'm going to just copy this, move back over here, click on this and just paste it regular, and I'm going to use 11, and now this one looking better. After this what we have to do is, now everything is ready. Let me start this and let's see if this combo box and label is on the proper position or not. So I'm going to log in. Okay, so this one is on the proper position. Now what we have to do is we have to set the combo box items. Okay, I'm going to set that. Okay, so click on this item, and after this what I have to do is I'm going to set three stuff. That is, first is all customer details. When we select this, all customer details will be visible, either they checked out or in the hotel, in hotel customers, or checked checkout customer. And when I click on OK, all these three items are now added into this combo box. After this what we have to do is we have to actually code for that combo box. When we select that one combo box, what we have to do is we have to actually fill the data inside this data grid view. Okay, so first thing what we have to do is we have to actually change the name of this combo box. So I'm going to change this one to txt search by and hit enter. Now the design name for this combo box is now changed, and after this what we have to do is we have to actually go to the right click and go to properties, and after this click on this events, and here we have to actually select the selected index change. This one, just double click on this and this will generate a txt search by selected index change event is now generated. Here what we have to do is we have to actually check that when we have to code actually. Okay, so we can move this one. Here you can observe I have added three items. Okay, so these are actually, we can access this by the index values, index number. So this one is 0, this one is 1, and this one is 2. So we can access these values as with the help of index. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, if txt search by dot selected index is equal to 0, it means that all customer details, it means that all the customer who left needs to be visible. And after this what we have to do is we have to actually write one stock, that is we have to create a function class object. Function is equal to new function. In previous video I've already explained, if you are new, that what I have actually written the method inside the function class. So I'm going to write a actually take a variable of a string type, that is query. After this, what I have to do is I have to write a query over here. Okay, so first I'm going to write a query which is going to be fired on the database to execute, actually to fetch the data which I need. What I need is all customer details. So I need all customer details. So I'm going to write select customer dot cid, because in previously I have already shown you. Let me just open that. Where this one? This one. Okay, right. In this one, I have shown you that when I fetch the data into the data grid view, this one, I have actually fetched the room types with the help of room number. I have fetched the room type, room bed type. All the details are visible inside this data grid view. In the same way, I have to do over here. So let me actually, I have already written the query into the notepad. So I'm going to copy that. So I'm going to copy this first copy, and I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to paste this one over here. Let me explain the query. Don't worry, I'm going to explain you everything. Let me zoom a little bit. Select customer ID, customer.cid. This is the column name. So if you have watched my previous video, then you know that CID is the column name and the customer table. Customer is the table name. Okay, so I have actually used a join. That's why we have to fetch the data with the help of customer.cid. We have to mention the column names which we need with the help of table name, then column name which we need, table name, and again the column name. In the same way I have did, just pause the video and write like this. From the customer table, I need CID, I need CNAME, I need mobile number, nationality, gender. After this, I need DOB, ID proof, address, check-in, customer checkout. Okay, sorry. Customer checkout, and after checkout, I need customer checkout, and finally after customer checkout, I need room details. Okay, so from the room table, I need room number. From rooms, I need room type, bed, price, and here the query ends for the actually whatever we need. After this, the join operation is performed. From customer table, this is a table name, and I have used the inner join. It means that this will fetch only those data which are common in both the tables, from the customer and room table. Okay, so customer inner join rooms on customer dot room id and rooms dot room id. So I have created room id as a foreign key in the customer table, so that's why I'm using this like this. If you don't know how I'm using this, so what you have to do is you have to just open the Google. As you know that Google is a place where you can find anything. So you have to search for how to actually write SQL query inner join, and you will find W3 on the W3 school. You will find the same thing, and you have to just read few lines and you will understand this. And if you still can't able to understand, then you can contact me on Instagram. Just follow over there, search for BTech Days, and I will support you. Just text me, I will text you back. Okay, so now I hope you have just paused the video and you have written this query. After this, what we have to do is we have to actually fire this query into the database. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to write fn dot get data, because we need some data. When we fire this query, we will need some data. So when you write this get data, this is a method which I have created, which I have written the method inside this function class. Okay, inside this function class, I have written a method in get data. In this get data actually accept one argument of string type. So I'm passing the string query. Here you can see this string type query, passing this inside this one, and this get data method actually return something in the data set format. So that's why I have to store that data set into a data set object. Data set ds is equals like this. Okay, we have to store that. And finally, what we have to do is we have to actually show this data into the data grid view. So Guna2, I have changed the data grid view name. So Guna2 data grid view. So just click on this and you will see the name is Guna2 data grid view. You can change this name. And after this, what we have to mention over here is data source is equals ds dot tables 0. Okay, so let me show this function class for now so that you get clear. Here we have the function class, and function class I have written the method get data. Let me show you get data, this one. I hope this one is clearly visible. So in the from the get connection, I'm getting the connection for with the database. Here you can see this. In previous video I've explained each of these lines very clearly, so you have to watch my previous video to understand all these stuff. So get data, here you can see this is a return type data set, and this is going to return a data set. Whatever query we are passing in is now going to fire over here. Here you can see this, and the data which is being fetched is stored in this data set, and this data set is being returned. Here you can see this over here. Now let me start this and let's see if this data grid view is filled with the data or not when we select the first, that is the select index 0. Okay, so now log in, click on this, and I'm going to select the first. Here you can see this, all the data for all customers is visible. Now what we have to do is we have to code for this one in customer, in hotel customer. So close this. Okay. So after this, here what we have to do is we have to write else if txt search by dot selected index is equal to 1, because we have the text at 1st position in hotel customer. So we have to again write the query, and after this what we have to do is we have to, let me just copy the query. The query is a little bit different, not that much, just a little bit. So I'm going to explain you that. Okay, here you can see this, everything is same. You have to just copy the line from the upside. You don't have to write all these stuff. There is a little bit change in the last. Here you can see this, everything is same till here, and the small change is that where checkout is null. It means that, let me show you, let me actually start this project and show you. Login. Why I have checked that condition where checkout is null. Here you can see this, all customer detail. Here you can see this, this is a column for actually checkout. You can observe it. Okay, what going on over here is Kumar and Jay is still in the hotel. Here you can see this, when I click on the checkout, you can see Kumar and Jay is available to check out. It means that these customers are in hotel, and when these customers are in hotel, it means that checkout date will be unavailable. It means that this column is actually null. That's why I have checked for that where checkout is null. It means that when this one is null, it means that these customers are present in our hotel right now. They haven't checked out. I hope you understand. After this, what we have to do is we have to do the same stuff. So I'm going to copy this and paste it over here. Now just start this and you will find that this will work fine. I'm going to log in, click on this, all customer, and when I select in hotel customer, we will find 2, that is Kumar and Jay, because the checkout date is null. And after this, finally we have to search for this checkout customer. So let me code for that. For that we have to write else if txt search by dot selected index is equal to 2, and again we have to write the query So I'm going to copy the query. It's a little bit different. Let me show you the difference. Just see, everything is same, and we have to actually add not over here. It means that whose checkout date is available. It means that they have already checked out. Okay, so this will work fine. And after this, what you have to mention is data set ds is equal to function dot get data. I have to pass the query, and finally guna 2 dot data source ds dot tables. And when you start this, login, and you can see this when I select all in hotel checked out customer. Here you can see this. Now we have only 4 records, and when I all, we have 6. 4 which have the checkout date I have said is not null. Checkout is not null. It means that checkout date, it means that this column is filled with some data, and when I select this, it means that all the records whose checkout date is filled is now visible. So here you can observe these dates are visible. So this is working perfectly fine. So we have one small issue. Actually, we can't say this one is issue, but this actually complicate our code. Here you can see this. We have these line repeated times. Here you can see this. Here, here, and here. This line is same. So what to do actually to exclude this line? So how to do that? For that, I'm going to write one method. Okay, so I'm going to write private void get record. I'm going to name this method, and I'm going to take one argument string query. You can name anything. I'm going to write this one query, and just cut this one from here and paste it like this. Okay, so you don't need to do anything. If you change the name over here, then you have to change the name over here too. Okay, so if I write query 1, so you also have to write query 1 over here, otherwise it will show an error. Okay, so now when we write this, now I'm free to delete this stuff from all these 3 places. And after this, what we have to do is we have to actually write get record, and we have to pass the query. In all the places. And this one is looking better than before. It means that whenever we select the index 0, this query will be passed to this get record method, this method, and this query is further passed to this get data method, and the data will be set to this data grid view. Now start this and let's check if this code works perfectly fine or not. So now I will start the code. Click on this. You can see this, everything is working fine. Okay, so that's it for this video, guys. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to code and design for this employee. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, then please subscribe and hit the bell icon. And if you are a new user, then let us know that by following us on Instagram and text us over there if you get stuck in anything. And thanks for watching.